Who am I that the highest King would welcome me? I was lost, but He brought me. Oh, His love for me. Oh, His love for me. Oh, the sun sets free. Oh, is free indeed. I'm a child of God. Yes, I am. Free at last, He has ransomed me. His grace runs deep. While I was a slave to sin, Jesus died for me. Yes, He died for me. Who the Son sets free, oh, is free indeed. I'm a child of God. Yes, I am. In my Father's house, there's a place for me. I'm a child of God. Yes, I am. I am chosen, not forsaken. I am who you say I am. You are for me, not against me. I am who you say I am. I am chosen, not forsaken. I am who you say I am. You are for me, not against me. I am who you say I am. I am who you say I am. Who the Son sets free, oh, is free indeed. I'm a child of God. Yes, I am. In my Father's house, there's a place for me. I'm a child of God. Yes, I am. When Jesus was about to be crucified, He told, in my Father's house there are many rooms. I'm going to prepare a place for you. Let your hearts not be troubled. You believe in God, you believe God the Father that you have not seen. Believe in me. I and Father are one. At least believe in the evidence what I have shown before your eyes. The dead rose back to life. The lame started walking. The blind started seeing. So many miracles Jesus did when He was living. He told, at least believe those evidence. I cannot do anything on my own. The Father who is living in me is doing everything. Now I'm going back to the Father. In my Father's house there are many rooms. Otherwise, I would have told you. So that's what Jesus told, and we remembered the Ascension Day. Here, some people go to church in Western countries. They do not celebrate the most like Christmas or Easter. So it was the day when Jesus Christ died, and as He said, after 3 days He came back, and he showed himself to the disciples. And also he said, as I told you, I'm going to prepare a place for you. I will come back. I will come back. I will take all of you with me where I am going. So that's the remembrance of the day, Ascension Day, when Jesus, went to heaven. Not after he was crucified. After he was crucified, so everyone thought he was dead, and he said, "After 3 days, I will come back. I will, show myself to you, and I will go into Father. And then whatever you ask in my name, I will grant to you. Do not doubt, do not suspect whether, I can give or not. Whatever you pray in my name, when you call Jesus, I will respond to all your needs." So that's what Jesus said, and then eventually he was, taken away into the heaven. So that people remember as an Ascension Day when Jesus was taken into heaven. Jesus told, "Let your hearts be not troubled." So whenever you go to a burial ceremony, you cannot keep yourself without mourning, without shedding your tears. You remember about the person, and then you break into tears, and you feel they are not with you. But the Ascension Day is something different. It was not a burial of Jesus. He gave the promise that I will come back. I will take you where I am going. So it is a new promise Jesus Christ gave to his followers. Whoever follows my teaching, Jesus said, love one another. You believe in God. The way how you want somebody to treat you, you treat the same way. So lot many things Jesus taught while he was living on this world. And he said, whoever believes in my teaching, I love them. My Father loves them. I and my Father both will come and dwell with that person whoever walks according to my commandments. And he said, I'm going to come back, and I will take you back with me. So you don't have to worry like, you are going to die on this world and then your life is over. I am the evidence. My life is not over. Now I'm going to my Father. The same way I will come back to you when your lifetime is over, or when the world is over. I will take you and you all be with me. You're not swayed by the wind and the waves. They must obey every word that you say. You're not rattled in the heat of my battle. You're my fortress, my hope and my strength. On Christ the solid rock I stand. All other ground is sinking sand. When all gives way, my soul will say, on Christ the solid rock I stand. You're not surprised when my day turns to night. Even in darkness, I'm still in your sight. You're not troubled by the weight of my struggle. Your word is my lamp, and your presence my light. No matter what breaks, whatever may fade, I hold to the promise, my God will prevail. Come sickness or sorrow, come heartache or pain, come hell or high water, my anchor remains. On Christ the solid rock I stand, all other ground is sinking sand. When all gives way, my soul will say, on Christ the solid rock I stand. Christ is your solid rock. When you believe in Jesus Christ, He cannot, forsake you. As He said, whatever you ask in my name, I will not forsake you. No matter, who you are, where you are, when you believe, when you walk according to my teaching, do not harm anyone. Love your God. Treat others in the same way how you want to be treated. Put, all your soul and heart and mind to glorify God. And whenever you ask, whatever you ask in my name, I will give you. So that time people did not believe Jesus Christ is the Lord. So there were around 12 disciples. The first one, Philip and Andrew. So there was a story in Israel, even today, they have a different book. It's not Bible. They have, they have a different book where, all these prophecies were written. So there was a prophecy, after these people came out of Egypt. So in Egypt, they were, they went as a strangers and then they prospered, and at one point they became slaves. And God set them, free from the slavery life and brought them into the land where they are living today called Israel. So that time there were many prophecies were told. So when they were, guided by people of God, so there were many persons leading the entire journey, and one of the prominent person was Moses. He used to go and ask God, Lord, where we go, which direction we go, what to do, when to do. Everything God, instructed him. But it took 40 years to, come from Egypt to the place where they are living today. And that time God gave clear instructions. Before you go to the land, keep in mind one thing, do not do evil. Keep evil away from you. When your God is in your land, God is a holy God. You should not keep sin inside. The moment you keep your sin inside, God cannot stay within your borders, within your country. So keep all the evil away from you. If somebody kills someone, kill him. Don't, give him life. If somebody beats somebody, beat him again, so that they will fear for God. So it was, a horrific rules. It's like, for teeth, you have to, take the teeth. For eye, you have to take an eye. It's like, for each thing, it is equivalent. The punishment has to be severe. It's the same rules, it's been following in the Middle East countries, because they were separated from this group of people. And they believe, in a God, and they believe God has no form. Jesus Christ was one of the prophets, but he cannot be a God. So when God gave the commandments, God gave very, strict rules. Keep evil away from you. So that's how, these people entered into the land and they started living. But when Jesus Christ came down, so there was a prophecy that, I will send a prophet. He will teach you what you have to do. So until certain years, people were following all these rules, but they also found loopholes, which to follow, which to, circumvent. They were just, cheating by, laws, like today's laws. Every country, there are rules, and there are advocates, and there are, experts. They know how to find loopholes and, break them. So that's the time Jesus Christ was born. As the prophecy was told, he will teach you what you have to do. And that time onwards, Jesus started giving, different rules. You don't go by rule, go by your heart. God sent his son. They call him Jesus. He came to love, heal and forgive. He lived and died to buy my pardon. An empty grave is there to prove my Savior lives. Because He lives, I can face tomorrow. Because He lives, all fear is gone. Because I know He holds the future, and life is worth the living just because He lives. How sweet to hold a newborn baby and feel the praise and the joy He gives. But greater still, the calm assurance this child can face uncertain days because He lives. And then one day I'll cross that river. I'll fight life's final war with pain. And then as death gives way to victory, I see the lights of glory and I know He reigns. Because He lives, I can face tomorrow. Because He lives, all fear is gone. Because I know He holds the future, and life is worth the living just because He lives. Because He lives. Jesus said, at one point, one of the disciples' father died, and he came to Jesus and said, Master, my father is dead, and I need to go and take care of the burial ceremony. Jesus told, you have more to do on this world. Let the dead bury the dead. You don't have to go. Those who are dead, they will take care of the dead. You come, I'll show you the life. So what he meant, he did not mean, you should not go and, take care of your, father's ceremony. But Jesus told clearly there is a difference between life and death. When you die, if you die permanently, then, your life is going to over. But when you die with the hope that you will, come back to me, you will stand with me as I am living now, you will also live after your lifetime. Then your life becomes meaningful, not only on this world. After your lifetime is over, you will have a hope, you will be with me. So that's what he said. The dead, let them take care of the dead. You have to live. Follow me, follow my teaching, follow my commandments. That's what he said. As I live, you will also live. How much is, the assurance that I'm living today? It is the assurance after your lifetime is over, you will live. As Jesus said, at least if you don't believe me, look at the evidences, what I have shown you. The same way Jesus shown to those disciples until the point, until the 3 days he was dead after the crucifixion. Everyone mourned, everyone, got panicked. They did not have any other job. It was, the priest, he was preaching to all the people, all the way he was going, and people are, bringing all the deceased person and, demon possessed person, those who cannot see, those who did not do for a long time. Like one of the lady, she was suffering from pain for 13 years. Everyone came to Jesus and got healed. The ministry was, marvelous. Everyone got surprised. Even today, some of the people they call like, I am the incarnation of God. They take a gold or something from the mouth. People got surprised. But Jesus did not do magic. Jesus, he healed people who were in pain. He, went to the people who cannot, walk. He went to the people who are not reached out. They were isolated from the society. He reached out to them and, he gave life to them. So it was a marvelous ministry. Like, everyone who started looking at Jesus, they were surprised. Are we living in heaven or something? Like, what is happening on this world? We have never seen such things happening from our time. Something, strange, something different is happening. That's how, Jesus was, teaching all his disciples. On the way, he used to tell, how you should live your life. After me, you should take care of, all these people. But all of a sudden, Jesus said, I'm going to leave you. Let your hearts not be troubled. Believe in God, believe in me. So when I go to my Father, and I will grant all your petitions, I will grant all your prayers. Believe in me, I will come back. So that is the only hope of Christians today. Jesus Christ, went before and he will come back. When he comes back, all those who died before us, so many generations, with the hope that, they will rise with Jesus Christ. They all can, rise with God, with Jesus. That's the hope of the Christians. But now they were, panicked. What to do? There was no way to, take care of their day-to-day lives. No salary, no nothing. Now they were in panic situation. That's what Jesus said. Let your hearts not be troubled. Do not be afraid. I am with you until the end of the life. You cannot see me, but you can experience me. When you call me, I will come to you. I will answer whatever you ask in my name. So that was the promise Jesus gave to all these disciples. இருள் சூழ்ந்த லோகத்தில் இமை பொழுதும் தூங்காமல் கண்மணி போல என்னை கர்த்தர் இயேசு காத்தாரே. கானங்களா நிறைந்து காலமெல்லாம் பாடுவே. அஞ்சிடே அஞ்சிடே என் இயேசு என்னோடிருப்பதா. அஞ்சிடே அஞ்சிடே என் இயேசு என்னோடிருப்பதா. மரண பள்ளத்தாக்கில் நான் நடந்த வேளைகளில் கர்த்தரே என்னோடிருந்து தேற்றினார் தம் கோலினார். பாத்திரம் நிரம்பி வழிய ஆவியால் அபிஷேகித்தார். அஞ்சிடே அஞ்சிடே என் இயேசு என்னோடிருப்பதா. அஞ்சிடே அஞ்சிடே என் இயேசு என்னோடிருப்பதா. அலைகள் படகின்மே மோதியே ஆழ்த்தினாலும் மாத்தினாலும் கடல் மேல் நடந்து வந்து கர்த்தரே என்னை தூக்கினார். அலைகள் நீக்கியவர் அமைதிப்படுத்திடுவார். அலைகள் நீக்கியவர் அமைதிப்படுத்திடுவார். அஞ்சிடே அஞ்சிடே என் இயேசு என்னோடிருப்பதா. அஞ்சிடே அஞ்சிடே என் இயேசு என்னோடிருப்பதா. Jesus said, I will be with you until the end of the world. Afterwards, none of the disciples have seen Jesus face to face. And Jesus told, this is the last time you all will see me. But one more time I will show myself to you. But the world will not see me. The reason why I am showing you once I am resurrected. You cannot believe what I am saying today, but you will believe when I come back. I will show myself to you. So that's the moment of faith for those 12 disciples. They were hearing stories. They could not believe whatever Jesus said. I and my Father are one. I cannot do anything on my own. Whatever I'm doing it, He is doing it. So they were, just thinking, is it true? Is it a reality? Jesus can be a God. At one time Jesus said, you will see my Father. And then the disciples were waiting. Okay, so we were waiting to see God. Jesus, you show the Father, that's enough. You are saying you are going somewhere, you will not be there, but at least show the Father. That's where we are waiting to see God. Then we hold on to the God. Then Jesus said, you have been living with me these many days. I've been telling the truth. Whoever seen me has seen my Father. Whoever sees my Father sees me. You cannot believe. So it is the human nature, right? Even Christians today, we cannot believe Jesus when we expect some miracle to happen, something will happen, and it doesn't happen. God takes it a different way. Then we come to unbelief. No, Jesus is not answering my prayers. Jesus is not doing anything. So as Jesus told, you call me, I will be there. Do not let your hearts be troubled. So these 12 disciples at later point in their life started experiencing Jesus. Until more than 3 years Jesus was with them, preaching and teaching everything they've seen. Until that point they did not have that belief. That came after Jesus was resurrected, after Jesus disappeared from the world. Because until that they felt somebody was closer to them, and afterwards they started experiencing every day in their life. Every time they were getting into a trouble, God set them relief. Every time somebody threatened them, God relieved them from all the threatening and everything. People started afraid of those disciples. They were illiterate. None of them were literate. Few of them, there were a few disciples. They were very literate, but rest of them were illiterate. But the words they spoken before the public, they could not accept. How come these people are talking these wise words? There is no chance. They never studied, but they are talking about greater things and philosophy. So that's how, Jesus started, showing them in their life. So it is not only in their disciples' life. The reason, we do praise and worship every week, we experience the same Jesus in our life. So I can remember when I was in 2009, yeah, I think 2009 or 10. So there was the the software, like the software boom and the bubble. It happened in 2001 when I started my career in the software field, and then 2009 it came back again. So that was the time, I was working in a company where I was more supportive to my boss, my immediate manager, and the team around us. They did not like the big boss. He was an EO, execution lead, EL they call it. They did not support him, and whatever he says, they just counter act on whatever the suggestion he brings. But I was a kind of technical person. I was supporting my boss. They did not like me. And that time, the team members had close relationship with the higher managers of that company. So it was a service based company working for a different company, the client. So they had a good rapport with the client, and they complained to the client, like this boss, he is not doing in favor of a team. He doesn't know anything. And the same way, they also complained about me. He is supporting. They knew I was a technically skilled person, but they also complained somehow he was supporting. And the client who heard about the team members, he decided to take both of us out. It was a time of the software crisis. So realizing it, my my immediate manager, he tried many ways, and somehow he found a job. He just said, I'm leaving the company. He quit. I was also trying, but I could not able to make it. It was the time I was trying to find a different job, but everywhere I tried, it did not work out. Eventually, they just put me in the list. He has to be out. And the client, the person who came from a client, he was very sure, like, no, I'm moved out of the project, and I will no longer be part of this company. Company in the sense, not the company where I am working, but the client company. So he was happy, like, my name was out, and then he went to US, and after some time, like, so everybody thought, I'm not going to survive, and everyone was against me, and then I'll have to quit the company without any job. So that's the hope in Jesus. When you believe in Jesus, it looks like your circumstances are difficult, or you don't have any other hope on this world. As Jesus said, as I live, you also live. So that is the assurance. As I live, I will be with you. I will not let your hearts are troubled. I will not let you. I will not forsake you. I will hold you until the end of the world. So that is the promise every Christians who believe in Jesus Christ will experience. So all of a sudden, there was another project from the same client, and I attended the interview. I cleared. I went to the client place and I worked there. And this person who decided to take me out of the company, he met me there and he was surprised. How come you are coming and working in our company itself? So that's a miraculous thing. When you believe in Jesus Christ, you will not be ashamed. It's a thunder. It looks like your situation is getting worse. But when you believe, as he said, I am with you until the end of the world. பயப்பட மாட்டேன், நான் பயப்பட மாட்டேன், பயப்பட மாட்டேன், நான் பயப்பட மாட்டேன், இயேசு என்னோடு இருப்பதனால் பயப்பட மாட்டேன், நான் பயப்பட மாட்டேன். இயேசு என்னோடு இருப்பதனால் ஏலேலோ ஐலசா 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 ஏலேலோ ஐலசா ஐலசா ஐலசா. உதவி செய்கிறார், பலன் தருகிறார், ஒவ்வொரு நாளும் கூட வருகிறார். உதவி செய்கிறார், பலன் தருகிறார், ஒவ்வொரு நாளும் கூட வருகிறார். ஏலேலோ ஐலசா 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 ஏலேலோ ஐலசா ஐலசா ஐலசா. பயப்பட மாட்டேன், நான் பயப்பட மாட்டேன். இயேசு என்னோடு இருப்பதனால் காற்று வீசட்டும், கடல் பொங்கட்டும், எனது நங்கூரம் என் இயேசு இருக்கிறார். காற்று வீசட்டும், கடல் பொங்கட்டும், எனது நங்கூரம் என் இயேசு இருக்கிறார். எனது நங்கூரம் என் இயேசு இருக்கிறார். ஏலேலோ ஐலசா 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 ஏலேலோ ஐலசா ஐலசா ஐலசா. பயப்பட மாட்டேன், நான் பயப்பட மாட்டேன். இயேசு என்னோடு இருப்பதனால் பலப்படுத்துகிற கிறிஸ்துவினாலே எல்லாவற்றையும் செய்ய பலனுண்டு. பலப்படுத்துகிற கிறிஸ்துவினாலே எல்லாவற்றையும் செய்ய பலனுண்டு. எல்லாவற்றையும் செய்ய பலனுண்டு. பயப்பட மாட்டேன், நான் பயப்பட மாட்டேன். பயப்பட மாட்டேன், நான் பயப்பட மாட்டேன். இயேசு என்னோடு இருப்பதனால், இயேசு என்னோடு இருப்பதனால். So when you believe in Jesus Christ, He is with you. You don't have to worry. So that's what Jesus told. I give you my peace. I leave my peace with you. I give you my peace. Let your hearts not be troubled and do not be afraid. I give you my peace. It's not the peace the world gives you. If you get a peace on this world, it will disappear. They go into drugs, or they just chat, and they do a party, and that peace will disappear in a sudden moment. But the peace I give you, you will not leave it. It will not leave you. You will feel the peace I give you, because I am with you. Whenever you are in trouble, when you are calling my name, I am there. I will grant all your petitions. I will be with you when you are falling down. I hold you. When you feel you are alone, I will be with you. When you feel you are worrying, I will come to comfort you. That is the peace I give you. I give you my peace. I can experience, witness the same peace in my life. I worked, several years. I've been into, all the positions in the software industry. Many times, even I earned enough, and, even I heard, plenty. Even I did not have any thought to come to another country just for, earning. I was earning so much sufficient. And those days, even I did not have the peace in God. Like, you have everything sufficient. You go to, bed and sleep, but you'll not feel the peace. When I started knowing this Jesus in my life, who is this Jesus? what he can do in my life. It's not like, it's an abundance, it's not a prosperity, it's not like, you are going to the high, but God will take you into all the high places on this world. There is no doubt. But when you are on the low places on earth, that's the moment many people, leave their life, they die, they suicide, they choose something they cannot control. They call it like, I'm burnout. I'm just, I'm here, worn out. I cannot do anything. You can feel the peace of Jesus in your life. So much pressure will come around you. But when Jesus is with you, as he said, I give you my peace, because you don't have to worry for tomorrow what will happen. You have a God standing with you. He gives you the assurance, I am with you until the end of the universe. You don't have to worry. So that's the experience, and I started experiencing in Jesus. No matter you go into high places and you go into low places on earth, every time you believe in Jesus Christ, you call upon his name, you don't have to do a long prayer or long ceremony. You have to call Jesus. I don't know you, I don't know how to call you, but I need you. You just call. You will feel the same peace. What I've been experiencing in my life, you will also experience the same in your life.